Great risings to everybody. Great risings to everyone. I got some information I want to share. Got some information I want to share. I know they. Listen. I know they fucking with um, my numbers. I'm. I am very aware that they are messing with the notifications. Hey, Westy kid. I'm trying to wait till some more people come on here. Some people are not getting notifications as fast as they should, or they're not getting them at all. This is very important. Great risings, great risings. Ooh, great risings. No worries, Candy. This is very important. This is a very important live. My shit is even freezing up. For what reason? I don't know. Well, I know why, because I'm showing this book. Yeah. I had to stop reading because good, Mystic T. I'm so glad. Hallelujah. Oh, this manly P. Yeah. Um, y'all. So I literally was reading in this book today, and when I came across, I had to stop. I felt my stomach queasing like I wanted to throw up. It was just a lot. I'm going to read some things to you. For those of you, another whistleblower in China went missing. Yeah, well, this is Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. Behold a Pale Horse, William Cooper. Jazz G, are you sure that it was the virus that took your granddaddy out? Because they'll say one thing, and they're using any deaths right now to count toward a coronavirus death toll. And please accept my condolences. Like that's harsh, man. To be losing people, especially around this time. My prayers go out to you and your family, Jazz. I'm so sorry, sweetheart. Please know that all my love is going to you right now at this time, you and your family at this time. He tested positive. Yeah, I think honestly, y'all, and I'm gonna just be real with y'all. Them tests. From what I heard is that they still ain't getting a lot of these tests out anyway. But I think that they're using. I think that those tests are sensitive to other sicknesses and diseases. So I don't think that it's geared toward one actual test sickness. I think they're using a conglomerate of sicknesses to use it to test positive. Yeah, this is sick. He passed due to heart failure. Yeah, this shit is, y'all. I'm telling y'all, God, my heart, man. They are taking people out of this motherfucking world. Y'all, listen, don't. I know this sounds weird. Just hold on to what I'm saying. It's gonna make sense. It's gonna make sense. What I'm saying is going to make sense when this shit kind of like blows over and the new wave of worries come. and the new wave of something else comes, just like I was telling y'all about 9/11 last night, how it took years for people to start showing how much they lied about what really happened, and people was coming out with irrefutable proof that this is what really happened on that day concerning the so-called terrorist attack. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is about to be the same shit. This is about to be the same goddamn thing. I hate when people text me when I'm on live. I hate when people text me when I'm on my live. I really do. That shit pisses me off. I'm so sorry, Jazz. Please know that my prayers goes out to you. It is much more than what they saying, y'all. You know what? They used footage of Italy's hospitals. They used the same footage and said that it was a hospital here in America. I'm telling y'all, be careful. Listen to me. Be careful. I'm trying to tell y'all to turn that fucking TV off. Stop trying to get the latest news on this virus shit. It is too many. Listen, Don Lemon with them fake ass tears because they say his co-anchor came up positive, which is the brother to the mayor or governor of New York. Y'all cut that fucking one-eyed demon off. Cut it off. I know, Jazz. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I'm trying to tell y'all right now, there's a lot of shit that is not being said. And there's a lot of trumping up the numbers. And I'm gonna just tell y'all right now, if y'all go to hospitals and come out with your lives, y'all are lucky. Because I'm telling you, I really do believe, especially in New York, that they may be using hospitals as execution points. Hear me well. This is what I believe. Turn that fucking TV off. Turn it off. They start to go on with that social media shit. And it starts to overwhelm your soul, turn the shit off. Turn it off. I'll tell y'all one more time, this is it. If y'all don't know by now that I'm reading from out of the Pale, Behold the Pale Horse, then guess what? I'm not about to keep repeating myself. This is Behold the Pale Horse by William Cooper. This is the last time I'm telling y'all. Y'all gonna have to rely on the people in the chat room to tell y'all what book this is, because you can honestly rewind this motherfucker and find out what book I'm in. I'm not gonna keep repeating myself. Pay attention. And this is for people who are coming in. Y'all can start from the beginning. Y'all don't have to watch it live. Okay? There's a part in this book, chapter 9. Anatomy of an Alliance, the logic for the New World Order, the glue that binds the alliance of power and consequences. All that is necessary for evil to triumph is for good men to do nothing. Edmund Burke said that. Okay? There's parts in this chapter. I have not finished reading this whole chapter yet because it made my stomach sick just now, which made me come online. I was like, I got to. Yeah, they got truck morgues in the back. Siobhan, you're right. They got truck morgues. They got ICE trucks that are housing bodies and putting bodies in disposal. Listen, pay attention. Pay attention. Everything that China was doing, pay attention. Everything that happened to Italy and is happening in Italy, pay attention. They're not telling you, it's not worldwide news right now that Italy is looting. The people are tired of being inside the house. They're tired of being mandatory quarantine. They have ran out of fucking food. People ain't eat in 2 weeks. And they are coming out of their houses and they're fucking looting. Pay attention. We still under the rule of Rome, folks. I'm just trying to tell y'all. I'm trying to be careful. Be careful. They looting. And what's happening overseas is just a mirror of what's getting ready to happen over here. I told y'all they not using the words martial law, but we're in martial law. Don't get it fucking twisted. And you know, one of the most saddening things that I came across is one of my mystics sent me a video of some black people celebrating uh, the birthday of a 1 year old. Y'all want to get mad that these police coming for y'all neck, but y'all giving them a reason to come for y'all. What the fuck a 1 year old needs a birthday party for right now? That baby ain't gonna remember shit. That's number one. Number two, let's be real. You using that baby's birthday as an excuse to get together for yourselves. Because I'm pretty sure it was music, weed, alcohol, and all that other shit popping off. Which ain't got nothing to do with a 1 year old. Let's call a spade a spade. Wow, y'all, we need to keep our own accountable right now while you bullshitting. Y'all can sit here and call police brutality all y'all want, but that shit would have never happened if y'all stupid asses would have never left outside your house in the great state of the great state of California, like they say. Y'all need to fucking stop. Then releasing these prisoners, one got out and went and killed his ex and her lover. Yep. These motherfucking prisoners, man, they stay in trauma mode. So they really breathe on survival. They ain't breathing on nothing else. So they more witty. They have more time to sit down and think and figure out shit and renege shit. So, and nigga rig shit. I'm just trying to tell y'all better be ready. Good. That's good that you got a prescription. Get it. I told y'all I have came on for these past few weeks, and I told y'all exactly what was gonna happen in the order, in the manner that it was gonna happen. I've read out of this book, and it's happening that way. It's happening that way. I don't need no fucking cards to tell y'all what's gonna happen next. Cards is for the client. Cards ain't for me. Never have I ever needed cards with my gift. That's not a necessity for me. Not knocking people who do, but I just never have. That's a visual for y'all. I have been saying the purge for a while now. Not even just since last year, but when I would do some of these survival videos, and I tell y'all when the shit hit the fan, this is what the fuck y'all need to learn how to do. I'm telling y'all right now, it looks like this shit gonna let up, but they have pushed the executive orders to stay home till May. It's gonna be hot in this month. I'm telling y'all right now, they're gonna listen. Listen to me carefully. The American people are gonna get smart. Mark my words. Today is the 2nd of April. From the 2nd of April, within 60 days, starting from today, the American people are going to start to get smart. They're going to start to get smart. They're going to start putting two and two together. They're going to start seeing that they're being fucked with and lied to. And there's some form of civil unrest is going to start rising. Now they're going to try to keep this shit under wraps. They're not going to tell you what the fuck is happening. But mark my words. They're looking for an excuse to put the military in your face. I'm telling you right now. Now, they have been trying to pinpoint how to start this shit on their own terms so it can be a controlled environment for them. But it may not be controlled at first. They may try to control it. It may get out of order and get out of hand. I'm trying to tell y'all right now. And let me just be honest with y'all. You know why this shit happened like this? You know why this shit happened like this? Let me explain to y'all something about energy before I start reading in this book, because I got to get to this book. Energy is real, whether you want to believe it or not. Energy is neither created nor destroyed, right? It's just transferred. This is the reason why when you speak the energy into existence. And when you believe it and act as if that has already happened, it translates into the physical realm. It already existed into the spiritual realm. That's the reason why your mind was able to comprehend it before it was even materialized in the physical. So please keep in mind that these things must be that way, right? Energy is real, right? So all of this fear mongering shit is literally putting an energy toward them manifesting some other shit. You hear what I'm telling you? They're using the energy of fear, low level vibrational energy of fear to not to they are literally, what is that? Y'all know that adrenaline thing where they say when these pedophiles on these fucking islands, right? They try to scare the child in its highest, right? And then they kill them and then to drink their blood or some shit because it's something about the adrenaline content being high that gives them like a high off of the blood or some fuck. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, adrenochrome. That's it, adrenochrome. Adrenochrome. You producing a bunch of energy adrenochrome right now, especially all of y'all who are just running around here like a chicken with your head cut off. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Every day, your heart, your chest is tight because you're afraid. You're afraid. But you pumping that shit out for them to fuck with you. For them to have that power over your ass. No, this is the election year. I've been telling y'all this shit is mimicking the purge. But see, people don't want to, like, they not telling y'all how many shootings and murders have went up. They not putting that shit out there in the news because they don't want you to know. But there was a shooting not too far from where I'm from. At one of my workplaces recently, there was a shooting. And it just got buried up underneath this coronavirus shit. They got kids getting shot. They got young boys getting shot at and neo-Nazi shit popping off, and you thinking the world is, oh, we gonna wake up one day and be over this shit. We are never going back to the world as you knew it. That system is gone. Do you know how important that is for you to grab? What you thought is coming back, it no longer exists. That's it. We're in a whole new fucking age of Aquarius. We are no longer in Pisces, and your ass is sitting there thinking that the world gonna go back to Skip to Malou, my darling, and Ring Around the Rosie and shit, which is actually a song about the bubonic plague. Did you know that? Black Death. Ring around the rosy, a pocket full of posies. Ashes, ashes, we all fall down. Oh, one of my neighbors got that. They got that Rona. And did you hear about Rhode Island and Florida? They turning y'all motherfuckers away. Y'all New Yorkers who trying to run from this shit to get a better quarantine, issues, whatever. A lot of y'all who don't want to stay quarantining in New York right now, they turning y'all ass around. Florida, the Florida governor done said y'all come there, y'all getting arrested. They have issued, listen to me. And a lot of y'all who are saying that it's unconstitutional, I've told y'all weeks ago, I told y'all a month ago, that the Constitution of the United States is suspended and is not active in times of war, including national emergency. You ain't got no fucking rights right now. You think you do. You ain't got no rights. And it's because your daddy and your mama and their parents was too busy going to work and not seeing what laws was being passed while they was, when peace and safety, as long as peace and safety in their time reigned. And now we stuck with this shit. He says it all even right here. See, a lot of y'all don't want this kind of teaching, but it's gonna come. It don't matter. It don't matter. And I'm so tired of hearing these people talk about fucking conspiracy theory shit. I'm not worried about your conspiracy theory. Everything you have said was a conspiracy theory, and you have flickered off like it was nothing, is proving to be true. And I told y'all, truth is more stranger than false shit. The truth is what's happening right now is literally more stranger than what the lies they've been telling you. Don't y'all try to go to Florida, my people. Don't try to go to Florida. Y'all from New York, stay away. Stay away. New York became the epicenter. For what reason? Come on now, y'all. We talked about the World Trade Center last night. How that's the financial epicenter of the United States. The Wall Street is there. Everything financial of the United States comes through New York. Small fucking state, but powerful like a motherfucker. You think DC got power, right? You think the District of Columbia got power because they're a sovereign state from out the United States. They're not really considered a part of the United States. You didn't know that either, right? Some of y'all did and some of y'all didn't. But New York is powerful. New York is powerful. It's also the most congested place, melting pot for different nationalities. Do you know that New York has more nationalities alone housed in the United States than any other state in the United States? Did you know that? It is literally a minority ran state. Number one first minority ran state. Your mother and stepfather moved from New York to Port St. Lucie. They let him come because he bought the house and he moved in there. Wow. Yep, you right, Day. They said our parents were satisfied because the job market was booming, so they had no complaints and weren't paying attention. Exactly. They say the devil has his own office in New York. I can believe that shit. He got a penthouse in that motherfucker too. I'm just wondering how many years. Well, I said last night, and I'm going to say it again. Well, we know Pluto is going to stay in where it's at for the next 3 years. So 2023, and we know Pluto is synonymous with Scorpio in the death card, which is transformational change, baby. Death and rebirth. The old system, again, the system as you know it is outdated and old. Is it? That is it. We're never going back to the same shit. It's going to be so much shit in place. If you thought 9/11 caused people to take their shoes off and belt buckles off, when TSA started having to hunker down on shit because of certain laws getting passed, how they going to police American people flying within its own borders? They're trying to tell you that this shit was not a terrorist attack as what they've told you. I'm trying to tell you what it is. And the reason why I brought up the word energy was because you have to understand too, there was a human sacrifice that went forth to ride on this energy. Nothing has happened as a coincidence. With Kobe Bryant's passing and his daughter's passing, representing sun energy and moon energy, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the serpent, which we know is wisdom, but also can be used as an evil, pretensions of the snake that was in the tree, Black Mamba, 666, melanin. All of this stuff points toward sacrificial things, using the mourning and the energy of mourning and sacrifice of that man and his daughter to fuel this shit. You think this shit is a game? They don't need permission. I'm trying to tell y'all. Somebody said, yes, Rafiki, Kobe was the gate. His numbers in Gematria lines up exact. This is what I've been trying to tell people. I knew something horrible was going to come after this man's death. The whole world went into mourning, and it felt wrong. It felt wrong. I go back and watch my videos when I said something was off. Something did not feel right. And I believe, watch this, I do believe they was trying to do what they did this year. I believe they was trying to do that shit last year around the time Nipsey Hussle got assassinated. And I don't use my words lightly when I say the word assassinated, because that's exactly what happened to that brother. Just like this man was assassinated. That little kid on live news said that he heard 2 booms. And the lady said, no, you didn't hear that. You heard 1. He says, no, I know what a helicopter boom sound like. I know what it sounds like. I know what a helicopter sounds like. That baby said he heard 1 boom like a missile. Then he heard the other boom like something crashing. Little 12-year-old kid. The woman said, I'm trying to tell you. Try to find this footage, please. Yeah, Ashley, I talked about the Georgia Guidestones as well. I talked about that as well, but they are using energy. That's all I'm trying to tell you. I really do believe they was trying to do this shit even with Nipsey's death, but something they couldn't harness it. They couldn't harness it the way they wanted it to. That king was fighting even in the afterlife like, hell nah. God will rise. And then this shit happens. And you know, March 31st then already came. March 30th, them 3 threes. You know, they love 33. That's they shit. 13 and 33. And shit backwards. You know, they do everything backwards. Aleister Crowley said one of the most potent things in magic is to learn how to do everything backwards. Walk backwards, talk backwards, do all kind of shit backwards. You know, some of your most potent spells is the ones that are done backwards. Did you know you can turn spells into a language when you say them in words backwards? I knew a girl that I went to college. Watch this. I knew a girl who I went to college with, who got pregnant by this man who promised her the world while we was in college. I remember that girl having that baby. She named the baby Samaj. The daddy was named James. Samaj is the name James backwards. And when I asked her, I said, that's cute. But why you did? She said, because every time I say my son's name, I'm going to hex his ass. I'm going to hex the daddy's ass. And do you know that man life stayed falling the fuck apart? Y'all think it's a game. I'm not saying don't name your child a backwards name, because a lot of y'all like to take shit and run with it. Don't calm your nerves. Calm your nerves. Because a lot of y'all is named Nevaeh, and that's heaven backwards. I'm not tripping about all of that. I'm just telling you the reason why she said she did it. And that shit was fucking working. I remember she used to call her baby daddy on the phone. Yeah, you got that job. Yeah, but they fired me. I don't know why. She was laughing and shit and come on, y'all. I'm just trying to say. So don't go around telling people they curse because their name is another name backwards. That's a lie. That's not what I'm saying. Y'all like to take shit out of context and run with it. Listen first before you get your little nasty ass up there to run and say some shit that's false. I'm just trying to tell you. Shit got power. And people say words are powerful. Yeah, but you know what? The belief in words are powerful. The belief in words are powerful. A person can stay 30 days saying in the mirror, I am beautiful, I'm beautiful, and not believe it. But there's a power when it comes to putting your belief system behind the words that you say. And you can stay there for the next 30 days and say, I am beautiful, and then all of a sudden there's a transformation that starts to happen. A lot of y'all been saying over your life, I am rich, and ain't seen no change yet. It's because you don't believe it. This is the secret of the secret. When that woman came out with that documentary, I said, here we go with this bullshit. First of all, she didn't want to even tell you what the book was that her daughter gave her to read. See, that's how you knew she was trying to string your ass along. She didn't want to reveal Always know that the rich never fully reveals how they get rich. Those who have mastered that art of manifestation and law of attraction, they never really tell you the whole, because they want to keep you stringing along. They dangle that carrot in your face. But the secret behind the secret is the fact that you got to feel what the fuck you saying. And you have to have an unwavering faith behind it. You can't waver. And energy don't lie. You can lie to yourself. I'm doing everything right, but nope. I'm just trying to tell you. And not only that, but you know, we could talk about Beyonce. You can listen. You ain't got the like her and you ain't got the hater. I mean, you know, you however you feel about her. But guess what? She, you know, one of the reasons why she a powerful witch and she a powerful manifester is because she don't tell everybody her fucking business. She keeps a lot of shit under wraps. And speaking of her, where's y'all Queen Bee? Some of y'all in here belong to the Beehive, huh? I see y'all queen has advocated her throne. That heifer is nowhere to be found right now. She ain't giving y'all no free concerts, I see. But some of y'all love to put y'all lives to mimic these people. We all know that she fuck with the Orishas. We get it. But I'm not, that's not something that's going to win me over. Yes, M. Jones, you started working with Say Expedite? Yes, honey. I don't see her nowhere. She ain't posted, I think she ain't posted nothing since February the 2nd. 2 + 2 is 4. She posted 4 pictures. She knew what the fuck was coming. Y'all crazy. That woman probably on a private island somewhere minding her fucking business. But again, and I swear for God, a lot of y'all need to think righteously from this point forward. When you got these celebrities and other shit like that, when these motherfuckers, they showing you they don't give a fuck about you, as long as you can provide for them and pay them astronomical prices to sit in their nosebleeds, y'all better guess again when these motherfuckers come back to try to do these concerts. I wish her shit would be sold out. I'm gonna call these people crazy and loony as fuck. You couldn't pay me to go to some of these people concerts before all this shit. You think you'll find me up in that motherfucker now? Huh. Rico, be careful. You say you about to start working with Gide Nebo. Let me tell you something. Be careful. Be careful. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I'm telling y'all be careful. There's a few people who can vouch for me. They know for a fact of what I'm getting ready to say. Recently, and I'm talking about real recently, less than 7 days ago, I got whiff of some information from the actual person that basically they lost their mind playing with some shit they ain't had no business. See, a lot of y'all don't understand how entities work in the spiritual world. There are some of y'all, especially according to your natal charts, some of y'all need to go and get y'all a free natal chart done online. And y'all need to go through your houses and go through some of y'all cannot dabble, and some of y'all cannot afford to dabble into dark magic. A lot of y'all can't. A lot of y'all just need to just stay in I'm telling y'all, yes, I believe in the balance and I believe in polarity. And yes, I do believe in it, but y'all may need to surface study dark to know how to unhex people. But other than that, don't fuck with it. Because I'm telling y'all right now, I had an issue. With someone in my email that sent me some I can't really they sent me some very disrespectful stuff, and I knew it was because their body was taken over. They asked for help first, And I honestly didn't even get a chance to respond to the email because I went to sleep, and the next day I seen all of it. And then I could see where the real person was crying out for help, and then that demon took over. Okay? So please remember to don't just start working with, especially like Haitian voodoo. Y'all, please. And that's with any kind of spiritual path. But especially with Haitian voodoo, y'all don't just start working with shit because y'all heard somebody else say whatever. I'm trying to tell y'all. Because there are spirits. Listen to me. And they not just in no Haitian voodoo. I'm talking about spirits that ain't got no attachment to a spiritual path. There are demonic entities that are waiting for you to open up yourself so that they can lie to you and tell you, yes, I am that spirit you're calling. And they can act like that spirit, and then you get comfortable and open up yourself, and they latch onto you, and possession begins to happen. Do you hear? Not all of y'all need to be, I'm telling y'all. Some people are like, oh yeah, I want to work with this. I want to work with this spirit because I heard they can get you famous. Oh, I want to work with this spirit because I heard they can get you money. Back the fuck off. Especially when it comes to orishas and voodoo deities. I'm telling you, if they ain't called out to you, don't fuck with them. Don't fuck with them. I'm telling you, you'll be scratching your ass and walking backwards naked in the street and can't even figure out why. Please. That's right. There are trickster spirits. And that's why even the Bible says test the spirits so you will know that they are of God. That ain't for Christians, baby. That's for everybody. You better test them spirits fucking with you. They are waiting for, listen, these disembodied spirits, they need a body. They need a body so they can do their dirt. And their parasite energies. They would house themselves in your body. They'll do all kind of dirt, take over your mind, because that's all they do is they're tormenting energy. All they want to do is cause evil. And when they done, they'll put a dis-ease in your body to make you get out of here real quick, or they'll make you commit suicide because they done took your mind over. You better listen. You better be careful. I'm trying to tell you. Yes, and I've told that to people before, Lorene. Everything in the spiritual world is not for free. The law of reciprocity exists. You cannot take something off the shelf without putting something there. I'm going to tell y'all what I mean. See, when I formulate my stuff, I have fed my ancestors. I take care of my ancestors. I feed my ancestors. I give them things. I give entities certain things. I don't ask of the spiritual world without giving first. Do you hear what I'm telling you? See, this is the reason why it's somebody said earlier they working with Saint Expedite. Do you know Saint Expedite is the type of person? It is a type of energy. When you work with Saint Expedite, or like we call them back home in Louisiana, Saint Expedite. When you work with Saint Expedite, what happened is because his head was cut off and it was sewed back on, when you awake him, you have, first of all, I like to tell people, have a bell. You know, you want a bell, wake him up. Or you can tap, like this real hard on the altar to wake him up. And you inquire of him. You're not supposed to give him any offerings before he does the work. Because if you give him any offerings before he brings you back what you've asked of him, he's going to think he's already did it. Remember, his head was cut off. And it was, so he's not, he works quick, but he only does what you ask him because you're telling him, I'm going to give you X, Y, and Z. So he's doing it with those intentions. So if you give it to him, he thinks he's done it already. So don't give him your pound cake. Give him the water. Give him the candles. After that, he's done whatever you needed. You need to publicly thank him on your social media. Tell somebody in the street about the fact that, oh, he didn't came through. Then give him his pound cake and his other shit, his offerings. Always keep your promise. Because guess what? Say Expedite is the type of person, if he didn't gave you something and you ain't gave him what you promised, not only will he take away what he didn't gave you, But you might end up, havoc might end up coming as well. Be careful. You right. Some of these, you right, Rico. That's true. But see, a lot of people in the world don't know that. A lot of people in the world don't know that. They don't know that when they calling on one of these angels' names, that it's a fallen angel and they're about to wreak havoc in their fucking life because they want souls. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of people don't know that some of these demons or daemons want to do good because they trying to put in good for their own soul before their judgment come. A lot of people don't know that either. But guess what? That's for those who are reaching mastery level. That's not for the novice to know. Cause see, even the novice will go and try to fuck with the demon world. Oh yeah, Rafiki said, and guess what? And fuck their life over with. I'm not about to be responsible for nobody's shit. I'm telling you what's real, and that is what it is. And let me just tell y'all something. Some of y'all who are moderators, I'm watching y'all how y'all work. When people start coming in here and they trolls, if you don't block them, I'm gonna take your I'm just gonna take because I see that I'm not paying y'all. I know that I'm not paying y'all, but I don't want y'all to think y'all have a privilege in having this wrench on the side of y'all name for nothing. A lot of y'all are so into the conversation that y'all can't watch what's happening. And you know, I made y'all moderators so that when I am reading from stuff and not paying attention or whatever, somebody comes to trolling, you need to block them for me. So those of you who are not doing y'all job, I'm just gonna start taking the wrench away, and y'all just gonna be some regular motherfuckers, and it's fine because I don't love you no less. It's just that you ain't doing nothing. I did do a video on how to work with saying expedite the right way. Yeah, Rico, you right. And I've said that in my Papa Legba video as well. I've told people you do not go to the crossroads. The later in the night, the worse. You might Papa Legba might not even come because there's other spirits that are lying spirits that's gonna try to answer in his place. You might not even get an answer from Legba because these things been waiting for you to come to the crossroads at 10 p.m. at night. You never go, and I'll tell people like 9 at night, that's late enough. You pushing it at 9, 10, 11, and 12, and don't start talking about the wee hours of the rising like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m. Listen, y'all pushing, y'all starting to, y'all conjuring up shit that y'all don't want. Especially some of y'all who don't follow orders. When I tell y'all, go to the crossroads, do this, and go back a different way, some of y'all motherfuckers will walk down First Street, go and do what y'all need to, and walk right back down First Street and go home. Y'all niggas need to go down Third, go another way. These spirits is trying to follow you home. And they can't, a lot of people don't know this either. Do you know traveling? I'm going to say this and then I'm going to this book. Do you know traveling actually can cleanse you? Did you know that? Traveling, vacationing, I know it sounds crazy, but let me break it down before I get into this book. When somebody this is one of the reasons why I like to drive a lot. I love to drive a lot. And the reason why I like to drive a lot is because there are a lot of spirits that can't follow you over water. I don't care if you going across a bridge. So a lot of the times too, especially low vibrational energies, they get caught really quickly, and water is like a magnet. Okay, so it's been known, like, especially like, I wish my mama was here because she'll tell y'all, she'll break it down. There's times when, like, back in the day, when people felt like they was hexed and they went to a two-headed person back home in Louisiana. We call them two-headed people. These is people who know how to do light and dark. Right? They can hex and unhex. They can curse and uncurse. It don't matter. They flow anyway. They flow any which way they want to flow. So I remember that one time I had a family member who was talking to my mom. I was a kid at the time. I was eavesdropping. And when I was eavesdropping, I heard this person tell my mom about a situation, and it went to a two-headed person, got some information that they were hexed by a family member and that it was behind jealousy. And this person asked them, could you do something to get it off of me? And the person simply told this family member of mine, to my mama, again, I'm eavesdropping now. They said, you need to go to Mississippi, or you got family in Georgia or Florida, you need to take a vacation by some water. Just like that. You need to take a vacation by some water. And they asked, what's that? And my mom said, yeah, girl, spirits can't follow you over the water. Evil spirits can't follow you over the water. And begin to tell them. And then, this person who was a Christian was like, yeah, girl, I don't know about all that. And then my mom said, even in the Bible, when Jesus cast out that legion out of that man and said, our time has not come yet, can we go in these pigs? And Jesus told that legion, okay, fine. They go into the pigs, and the pigs did what? They cast themselves into the water. Disembodied spirits will always be captured in water. You know why? Because water is a moist place. These demons that don't have a body to fuck up people in, they go through dry places seeking rest and finding none. And the dryness is what's the torture. It's that torture. So they're looking for a moist place to cool off that heat. Okay, hear what I'm telling you. That's why I'm a water child. I've always been a water child. Always. And the natural body of water is better than swimming in the man-made pool and all that other shit. I'm trying to tell you, even going over a bridge that's got a body of water, I'm trying to tell you. But see, a lot of y'all, if y'all can take a different way home, that's fine. But some of y'all, when y'all going on vacation, especially when you're driving, you're going to, of course, take the same route, back home. So what you do is you need to have some salt with you. As soon as you pass over some, body of water, you put that salt in that car. You put that salt, put a pinch of salt on your head. I don't care if you got hair or not. Put a pinch of salt in the top of your crown and say, the evil spirits that were left behind while crossing this water can no longer attach itself to me or anybody else in this vehicle. Even if you go back the same way, they're not going to be able to attach. Some of y'all, them spirits, they wait for y'all to come back from vacation, and they'll latch right back onto your ass as soon as you cross back over. Y'all not putting the proper precautions down. It's because a lot of us don't really know, It's not ignorance by purpose. It's just, we just don't know what to do. You hear what I'm telling you? Spiritual baths do work. Of course they work. But what I'm just trying to tell you is that sometimes some of the best cleansings come in natural cleansings, y'all. Just natural. Natural. It's literally crossing bodies of water, y'all. I'm for real. I think I'm fucking playing. That shit is real. I know for a fact. That's why I stayed going, just going places. I stayed introducing my kids to new places. Giving them a brighter perspective on life, not just being, cause some of our people, especially some of our parents and grandparents, them motherfuckers ain't never left their home state, let alone their city. I remember people back at home in Louisiana, they treated going to Houston like they was going to Jamaica or some shit. It's like, nigga, that shit next door. Are you serious? How many hours away you can drive to Houston? That ain't shit. That's just next door, But because they ain't never went nowhere their whole life, it's like, oh my God, yeah, Houston is. It's like, really? It's a culture shock. Y'all better learn. Some of y'all who living by a body of natural water, y'all better utilize that shit before they really stop our asses from moving around, period. Do it. Yeah, girl, always trying to get on the flight, all right? Okay? And that's even better, especially when y'all traveling in different countries. Because guess what? your flight may not even be rerouted to go back the way you came in. So that's even better. I'm trying to tell y'all, there are some spirits, very few that are strong enough to bypass, that whole water situation or whatever. And it's because they have a legal right to fuck with you. And y'all need to dig. Some of y'all keep going to these people trying to get magic to where, well, can you get this off of me? Can you get that off of me? And some of that shit got a legal right to fuck with you. You need to find the legal right and take that legal right away. What's a legal right? You done did some shit to some people, and you ain't had no business doing it. You was being evil without the proper intentions or whatever, and you was being ugly, and you was sowing discord for no fucking reason out of jealousy, spite, or whatever, what have you, and you done did some shit you ain't had no business. And then now that shit is coming back on your ass. You got to make that karma right. And some of y'all making the karma right is just letting it run its fucking course. And it just is what it is. Some of y'all, not everybody. So it is what it is. All right, let me read this thing. Let me read this. How much I got? I got 34% left. I got to get it in. Chapter 9, the anatomy of an alliance, right? The logic for the New World Order. This is for a lot of y'all who have this book. It's going to start on page 164. Now, this is important for y'all to start. If y'all have the PDF file, this is important for y'all to start even right here on page 164 of chapter 9. The reasons for cooperation between opposing forces. For example, you can hear somebody say America and China don't get along, but all of a sudden, for the sake of the New World Order, they working together, even though they're saying they don't like each other. So this is important for y'all to read. But then it starts to go into some real sinister shit. Now, I'm giving y'all a disclaimer right now. The disclaimer is this. What I'm going to say is not going to be a personal assault on any minority class or belief class system, okay? The truth is going to hurt whether you like it or not. It's going to be ugly, and I'm not here to paint a pretty picture. What I am here to do is free your goddamn mind so your ass will follow, okay? Shout out to George Clinton in the Funk Parliament. So just hold on to what I'm getting ready to say. This is a forewarning. This is a disclaimer. Okay, now, there were studies. Studies were done to determine a method to arrest the population explosion before the point of no return would be reached. Now, they're talking about population. Okay, because they're talking about the baby boomers in earlier stages of how these people came from war and they came back to lonely people, lonely women who missed them. And this is how these baby boomers were born, because everybody was fucking after the war. Okay, this is where you get the word baby boomers from. Well, now they're talking about studies to determine basically how to get population under control in their eyes. They're saying the world is overpopulated. That's a fucking lie from the pits of hell. It was determined that an immediate attack on the problem would resolve 2 points of intervention. Watch this. The first was to lower the birth rate. The second was to increase the death rate. To lower the birth rate, several programs were put into motion. The first was the development of positive birth control methods using mechanical, which is a diaphragm and a condom, and then chemical, foam and birth control pills, and then medical, sterilization, abortion, and hysterectomy procedures. Let me stop right there, because I had a sister friend at one time. I don't know where she is now. I'm no longer friends with her. We didn't fall out or anything. It's just that we just grew apart, basically. I had a sister friend, and she kept getting pregnant. She kept getting pregnant, and she would be with a nigga for at least a week, and then all of a sudden, like, it was that bad. And I'm not saying that having babies by different men is whorish, because we got to understand too, women, we get into different relationships, we can get attached to men. That'll make us a whore because we have different fathers of children. Okay. But her thing was, she would move so fast. I say all that to say this. She was on her fifth child and she didn't have a job. Okay. And basically she was the cliche of what the government says about us, right? Single parent, welfare mothers, whatever, whatever. But the thing about it was that she really was not trying to better herself. And that was the truth. I'm not going to lie. That was the truth. And I was trying to help her. She asked me for help. I was trying to help her. I don't go past what a person asks me to help. I'm not going to force you. I'm not going to shove shit down your throat. You give me the power to help you, I will. But I'm not going to make you drink the water when you're thirsty. I'm just not. I'm going to show you how to get water. I'm even going to teach you how to drink it. But what I'm not going to do is shove something down your throat, okay? Make a long story short, her doctor, and this is back home, which is actually a Grammy Award winning doctor, okay? Because this man at one time was my doctor also. I switched. But this man was a Grammy Award winning doctor, which means that he was in music. He belonged to an actual band. And his band won a Grammy. So anyway, this man was trying to literally fuck this girl up, right? And he did. He succeeded. Real quick, and I'm going to go back to the book. While he was performing a C-section on her, and after he got the baby out, he ended up going back into her womb and cutting so fucking deep to where it scarred her. She can't have kids no more. He literally, and this man, who is black, openly would talk about how his own people needed to be sterilized. I can't make this shit up. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I can't make this shit up. Do you hear me? Can't make this shit up. Okay? Yeah, 111 in the chat. Hey, hey. Okay, so these were developed and implemented, right? This was to lower the birth rate. These things were implemented, right? Condoms, diaphragms, foam, birth control, hysterectomies, abortions, sterilizations. They were put in place. They were developed and implemented to keep the birth rates down. The women's liberation movement was started with the demand for free abortions, using pro-choice as its rallying cry. A lot of y'all are saying, I shouldn't be told what to do with my body. Listen, I understand that a woman gets raped. She's walking home from work one night and a mass rapist rapes her without protection and she gets pregnant. I can understand why that woman would want to get rid of a baby. I still don't believe in abortion. I don't. I'm going to just be real with y'all. I don't. I think it's cruel. I hate when people say the baby is not alive until it's born. That's a lie. The first thing that forms on the baby is not only the outside shell, it's the fucking heart. Okay? Zygote, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Those things have a heart. It's a living baby being. It's not, and I feel like this. If you are using abortion as a means of birth control, you need to go get some psychological help. You do. Because you're openly having unprotected sex, but you don't want kids. What kind of bullshit is that? Bitch, go get a condom. I don't care. I know the birth control pills and shots fucks up your system, but at least you won't be getting pregnant. Go do something like that instead of taking the innocent lives of babies. You ratchet as fuck for you to be taking the life away of a child because all you want to do is fuck raw, but you don't want kids. What kind of shit is that? Yeah, I'm talking about it. I don't give a shit. I don't care how y'all feel about what I'm saying. If it hurts, say ouch. If it don't, say amen. I don't give a shit. Y'all wrong as two left shoes thinking that y'all not going to have to pay the price for taking an innocent life. Period. If you didn't want kids, stop fucking. If you don't want kids, take the necessary precautions for you not to have kids. Straight up. And some of y'all women are crazy as fuck letting these men talk y'all into abortions. Scaring y'all into abortions. You see what happened to Johnny Blaze? Johnny Blaze went on Vlad TV and said that Drake basically allegedly, forced her to get an abortion. He threatened her allegedly, or threatened her life, and made her get an alleged abortion. But that baby with that white girl show lasted and got here. Ain't Adonis here? Y'all better stop. Shit. I'm trying to tell y'all. Then it says homosexuality was encouraged and gay liberation was born. Homosexuals do not have children. Okay, see, this is where I'm about to get controversial. So a lot of y'all ain't gonna like what I'm getting ready to say. Y'all, which my LGBT mystics, okay? Let me explain something to y'all. I've always said that I don't pay your bills. I don't care who you love. My thing is this. When it's shoved down the throats of people who may not think like you, there's a problem. This is one of the reasons why I love Flame Monroe. Flame Monroe, who is a transsexual, has openly, don't give a fuck if you call her a he or a she. Because Flame Monroe was born a man. Okay? Flame Monroe said, I hate when the LGBT community tries to shove shit down the throats of just regular working people. Not everybody has to accept us. Don't hate us. Don't kill us. Don't abuse us. But not everybody has to accept us. And that's what I loved about Flame Monroe. It's like, I'm gonna respect your space. You respect my space. But see, this is what I have a problem with right here. This is the reason why they pushed this gay agenda. This is the reason why Barack Obama didn't do shit for black people when he got in office, and he did everything for the LGBT community. It's because they know y'all motherfuckers bumping titties and ass together is not going to create a child. Do you hear what I'm telling you? They got you thinking that the government is all for you, booty hunting and carpet munching. I'm sorry, but I'm telling y'all the truth. Because, see, if I tell it to y'all nice, y'all not going to get it. But if I come raw, it's going to hit you where y'all can see it. Because they still spit in y'all face. If the government, oh, yeah, it's going to get dirty. Because guess what, in this book, he tells y'all the government don't give a fuck about y'all. This is not a sugarcoating channel. I told y'all last year, if y'all looking for angels to swing from the damn chandelier in this motherfucker, you got the wrong house, bitch. Go over there somewhere else. Because here at the Mystic Circle, I don't give nothing sugary. Everything come raw. We don't drink our alcohol over here with Chasers, boo. Everything is raw. You want sugar? You better go get some sugar cane. That's unprocessed. That's about as sugary as I'm gonna get. Because nothing is processed in this motherfucker. Y'all can feel however y'all want to feel, but this is the truth. And the reason why I'm saying this is because y'all have to understand that they are pushing. Watch this. People are using the excuse to go and turn themselves to be a part of the LGBT community, to get perks from the government. Hear what I'm telling y'all. A lot of these people are lying about their sexual orientation. Some of these people want privilege. Y'all think it's a game, huh? Y'all see that Jenner, huh? Y'all see that Jenner? They made a big deal about that Jenner being transsexual. We ain't seen that Jenner being transsexual openly for a long time, huh? Not saying that he still is, but it was a reason. It was an agenda being pushed. Homosexuals do not have children. Some of y'all have had kids before y'all went the other way. You see a lot of lesbians that have one, maybe two children, and then they switch down the road and they go woman to woman. I get it. You may have been hurt. Something may have happened, or just a switch. I don't know. You may be trying to discover yourself. I don't know. I'm not here to try to figure it out. And I'm not against your decision, but I'm just trying to tell you why they have pushed this agenda to the people around the world. It's so y'all asses won't bear kids. Y'all really want to know one of the reasons why the LGBT community is so damn... This is why. This is why. They don't want y'all having fucking children. Oh, well, they can go ahead on and go to and get a turkey baster and see if somebody can... Listen, they ain't worried about all of that shit. Not everybody is down for being a carrier of a gay couple's kids. I'm just being honest. Sperm banks and all that other shit. Not everybody is down to do that. A lot of people, whether gay, straight, whatever, don't want kids. Period. Because this society and the economic structure got people frightened. I don't want kids right now. I got to get my business in order. I can't even afford kids right now. You hear a lot of people saying that, whether they straight or not. It's all a means to depopulate, and you falling for it. Oh, I know this don't feel good, but guess what? It's right. It's tight, but it's motherfucking right. Don't come on my channel calling me what they call that, a gay basher. Fuck y'all. This ain't gay bashing. Y'all need to hear what's happening. Y'all don't like the truth because it's a conviction in your spirit. The fuck you mean? Yeah, I said it. Zero population growth became a hot subject at cocktail parties. Individual freedom, the heat of the moment, religion, and the old blue laws sabotaged these efforts. And while zero population growth became a reality in some areas, population increased rapidly in others. Okay, so this is where you got the hood, right? Because let's be real. Since the dawning of time, including when we were enslaved in Egypt, you already know that black people, we multiply like fucking roaches. Let's be real. Especially even in hard times, we still multiply like fucking roaches. So how do we get the population of the black people down? How do we get the I love, who did that stand-up comedy about Mexicans spitting babies out every 5 seconds? I love that too. You know the reason why I say this? Because we think alike. We think alike. Those racists think we're whether we want to believe it or not, black people are still big on family. There's nothing wrong with being big on family. We know that the Hispanic community is big on family. So there will always be those two types of races that will always be procreating. You hear what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. This meat. This is meat because this ain't milk. Some people can't handle this shit. Because, see, it's going to go against what you thought is correct. It's going to go against what you felt was right. But, see, your feelings can lie to you. A lot of y'all think y'all intuition is tight when it's just y'all feelings. A lot of y'all people is going off of feelings and not intuition. See, because intuition don't give a fuck how you feel. It's going to tell you. And you're going to be able to see it for what it is. And ain't going to be able to be nothing that's going to take that from you. But, see, feelings can lie to you. Even when your heart betray you, your ancestors and God is greater than your heart. You better get in line and fall into it. And hear what I'm telling you. He that has an ear, let him hear. Because what I'm telling you is the real shit. Again, it's tight, but it's right and it's going to hurt. But I don't give a fuck. Do you hear me? The only alternative left to the world's ruling elite was to increase the death rate. I'm trying to tell y'all because I got less than 15% left. This is where it starts to go into what's happening in 2020. The only alternative left to the world's ruling elite was to increase the death rate. This was difficult to do, as no one wanted to pick people out of a crowd and line them up for execution. Neither did they relish the possible consequences of an enraged public upon discovering that they were being systematically murdered. Well, what's happening right now? They're being systematically murdered. But people don't know that the population is being systematically murdered because they're masking it under the guise of a virus. How do I know? He even said it. This man is dead. He died in 2001, y'all. But this man's book is speaking from the grave. Let me show you how. Of course, a very short but very deadly global war using nuclear weapons upon select population concentrations was contemplated and, to tell you the truth, was not ruled out. The fact that such a population control was even contemplated confirmed the worst fears of those who had participated in the 1957 study. War was put on the back burner to simmer, but may become a reality. In the meantime, something else had to be done that would absolve the decision makers of guilt and place the blame on those who did not lead clean lives. Watch this. Something that could be blamed upon Mother Nature. Oh, this is where the rabbit hole gets deep. What was needed was the bubonic plague or some other horrible but natural disease. The answer came from Rome. Why is Rome the second epicenter of this virus? I'll tell you why. It's about to go left real quick. Several top secret recommendations were made by Dr. Ariello Pacelli, or Pacelli, whatever, of the Club of Rome. This doctor advocated that a plague be introduced that would have the same effect as the famous Black Death of history. The chief recommendation was to develop a microbe that would attack the autoimmune system and thus render the development of a vaccine impossible. Here we go. The orders were given to develop the microbe and to develop a prophylactic and a cure. What is a prophylactic? Something that would be put in place by physical means or therapy that would prevent disease, right? The microbe would be used against the general population and would be introduced by vaccine. The prophylactic was to be used by the ruling elite. The cure would be administered to the survivors when it is decided that enough people have died. How long are we going to stay in this motherfucking hole? I just told you. When the rulers have decided that enough people have died, that's when normalcy is going to come back in order. People are not dying from this coronavirus like they're saying they are, y'all. More people are going to die from this vaccine than anything else. Hear me when I'm telling you. I'm warning y'all right now. I'm at 4%. I'm at 4%. Hey, baby. I'm at 4%. I'm about to stop this and I'm coming back. I'm going to finish reading this, literally. Okay? I'm about to finish reading this. I'm going to come back on the tablet, but y'all know that tablet likes to go in and out. But we're gonna make it work, okay?